portrait. Yes, this is your favorite kind of exhibition.
I've seen it. I don't know if it's the same one, but I've seen it twice.
So hello, good morning from the wonderful, most controversial castle in Romania. Castelul Corvinilor. Hunyadi Castle, Corvin Castle. How do you call it? It has a bunch of names because their former owners, the ones that built it, were named Corvin and had different names. So I'm gonna take you today to see this wonderful castle. I guarantee you're gonna like it. The interior is fascinating, and because we are still in this unprecedented situation even in Romania, there are not a lot of people visiting, because usually this place would be super crowded. It's been like 1 hour since they opened already. The sun is burning and not too many people, although I saw a bus for tourists in the parking lot. I don't think there were others, like 4 more cars. Yeah, a lot of souvenirs. And this is the angle that a lot of people know from the postcards. It's right here. Does it look like in the pictures? Because
Apparently games. Apparently they feature it in video games. Whenever there's like a medieval European castle, they put this one.
because it's super cool.
Cheap.
Eddie also told me that this castle was featured in some Indian Bollywood movies. I wonder why, but because it's very much impressive, I guess.
And whenever they have shows about haunted places, for some reason they come here.
Yes, this sounds like a haunted, looks like a haunted place. The towers, though, really impressive. You can only see 2 from this side, from the front, but there are more and more in the back. I'm gonna show you later. It's actually quite huge, and 2 hours are not enough if you want to see everything and take pictures. And they have like the hall of table, dining hall, and you know, like where the king would take dinner, have dinner with his guests, and his chambers, and yeah, all of that is yours to visit for only 30 lei, which is 7 euros for adults. If you come in a group, it's cheaper. If you're a student, it's cheaper. I think it's a pretty good deal for one of the best castles in the area. I'm not talking about Romania, I'm talking about the entire European region. Not a lot of good castles here, but this is, tell you, I want to show you. Let's go. Somebody's excited because this is Eddie's first time here.
I want to reclaim the crown of Hungary.
Yeah, well, let's go.
It's been a while since a Romanian had it.
Come on, Eddie. You're gonna see one of the coolest medieval castles. This is the city. The mountains.
Romanian again.
You can see the mountains right there. This is Corvin Castle. It was built on top of a 14th century stone fortress. The castle is the result of 2 construction stages during the time of Jan of Hunedoara, the first half of the 15th century. At that time, the military building was transformed into a Gothic resistance that follows the most advanced models of military and civil contemporary architecture. Mattia Corvin in the 15th century and Gabriel Bethlen in the 17th century added numerous Renaissance elements. The final stage of construction was in the 18th century. The current aspect of the castle is due to the restoration works of the 19th and the 20th century. An ethnographical exhibition of Romanian traditional clothes. We have traditional clothes in different parts of the country, so each region has kind of its own, but they're all similar. For instance, this is for an older woman. This is obviously a chest. This is for a girl. This is for a married woman. This is for a man, regardless of its marital status. Bridge uniting two parts of the castle. This way is a tower, and this is the only way in and out. And they're building a hotel there, and if you ask me, it looks quite not from this place. It's really fascinating because, as Eddie explained to me, this was more of a fortress, not like a luxurious medieval dwelling. And it was mainly used to defend these lands against different other empires. For instance, the Ottoman Empire, which tried very hard for many years to conquer these lands.
And he recognized himself as a Hungarian, but Janko technically was a Romanian who became very wealthy and was a great general. So that's why they made him basically the Hungarian nobleman. They decided to make him king, and he was so good at it that they allowed his son to take over. And he died of a virus.
So basically, they have these towers for defense purposes, mainly. That's why they have all kinds of windows just for shooting, stuff like that. And right now they're rehabilitating this part of the castle. Right there you can see there's a new roof over there. This is one of the old roofs. This part is being rehabilitated, and yeah, it's quite big. This is the city. Great view of the city from here. And he has something to say.
I don't, but...
So who built this castle, and for how long, and why did you do it?
Janko de Hunedoara. So he built it as a defense post, and he fought mainly against the Ottoman Empire. Against the Ottoman Empire, and they made him king of Hungary because he was such a good general, because he was a very wealthy man in this part. He was so good as a general and then as a king that they allowed his son Matei to become king of Hungary, which was basically the empire that controlled Romania, Hungary, Serbia, and Croatia. Huh?
This this is one of the narrow openings that I was saying. I was mentioning that it was used for shooting. Obviously, this is a very narrow window. So, yeah. But this one, I think he used to have like a actual window. Now it's gone. There are no more windows.
They had thermopane.
Yes, they have the modern windows. This is a tower. Oh, and one more mention. I'm just looking outside the window, and you can see like a bunch of a lot of local houses. Like there are people living just over there, which is basically like what 100 meters away from the castle. So just take a second.
That lady has tomatoes. Ask her about her tomatoes.
Just take a second and imagine how their lives are. Like you wake up every morning and you see this castle at your window, and you're just planting tomatoes.
And you're telling your relatives, are you going to the castle today? No, later maybe.
I want to imagine that when they were young, like the people who live here, when they were young, they were just running around and in the castle.
And they were playing games like Storm the Castle.
This was their playground. Yeah. Oh, also Eddie just mentioned that this place would be a wonderful laser tag playground, which seems to be true because.
Or paintball if you're really good into cleaning stuff.
Because these kids already love it, like they're running around like crazy.
Or torture chamber. I mean, it could do both. Once you win, you can torture your opponents. Okay, so this was just one tower, and still there is a lot to be seen. Let's go. Eddie's favorite place. Eddie needs a castle. Yeah, in a dungeon.
Model.
Yeah, after the fire destroyed part of it.
So finally we got to the panel with the owners, so we won't mess our facts anymore. Eddie says that Sigismund de Luxembourg was the first owner.
This guy, he basically
Johannes
and he built most
de Hunyadi.
So this is Janko.
This is a woman, anyway. Johannes Corvin.
Plus over there. Matthias is right now.
No, it's from here. Ladislau de Hunyadi, Matthias, and Johannes. Basically, what I can say that Hunyadi is the family that had it, so we call it Hunyadi Castle, and Corvin Castle. Yeah, there are different wings and places and rooms, and I think this is where he slept.
I think this is what he built, because apparently this wing of the castle wasn't built, but he built it, I think.
Oh, cool. Let's go see the bed. Where were the kings
wooden emperors
sleep? This is it. Fireplace and bed. He doesn't seem too tall though.